Why do we call it bank? We use banks to deposit money, borrow money, and send money to other people. And in English, we call this financial institution a bank. It is such a familiar word that we rarely stop to think about where it came from. But originally, the word bank meant something completely different. It did not refer to a financial institution at all. Its story began with something much simpler: a bench or a table used for business. So how did an ordinary bench come to mean a place that handles money? To find out, we need to go back hundreds of years to the marketplaces of Europe. Today, most countries use the same currency throughout the country. But in medieval Europe, the monetary system was far more complicated. Many cities and states used their own currencies, and Italy in particular was divided into numerous city-states. As merchants traveled from one city to another, they naturally encountered many different kinds of money. The problem was that these coins did not all have the same value. Even if two coins looked similar, they could contain different amounts and purities of gold or silver. Some coins were also worn down after years of use. So merchants needed people who could determine the value of these coins and exchange them for other currencies. These people were money changers. During the late Middle Ages and the Renaissance, money changers were common in the commercial cities of Italy. They examined coins from different regions, checked their weight and precious metal content, determined their value, and exchanged them for other currencies. But there were no bank buildings or teller counters like the ones we have today. Instead, money changers worked in marketplaces and commercial areas, using benches or tables where they counted and exchanged coins. And this is where the story of the word bank begins. The word bank is connected to the Italian words banca or banco. These words originally referred to a bench or a table. Because money changers conducted their business at these benches, the word gradually came to refer not only to the bench itself, but also to the place where money was exchanged, and to the financial activities carried out there. Over time, it eventually came to mean an institution that professionally handles money. And that is how we got the word bank as we use it today. There is another interesting word connected to bank. That word is bankrupt. Bankrupt is connected to the Italian expression bancarotta. Banca refers to a bench or table, while rotta is related to the idea of something being broken. So literally, the expression can be understood as something like a broken bench. There is a famous story that, when a money chainer went out of business, his bench was physically broken to prevent him from continuing to trade. However, it is not certain that this practice is actually the origin of the word. What matters is that both bank and bankrupt are connected to the long history of benches, used for money changing and financial activity. So let's return to our original question. Why do we call a financial institution a bank? The word bank did not originally refer to a large financial institution. Its story began hundreds of years ago with the small benches and tables, where money changers conducted their business in marketplaces. As money changing and financial activities developed, the word for the bench gradually came to mean a place where money was handled. And today, bank refers to the enormous financial institutions we see around the world. It is a short word we use every day. But if we trace its history back hundreds of years, we find that it all began with a small bench in a marketplace. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.